Hey, Brad Brood from Flames Unfiltered. Time for another Flames Unfiltered Shorts as the Flames wrap up the NHL entry draft in a quiet day. Like we expected it, but it was really quiet. No trades, no signings, only 3 picks. Needless to say, kind of a sleeper of a day if you're a Flames fan, right? I don't know if I was disappointed. I thought maybe we would trade somebody to pick up a couple picks later rounds. I didn't expect anything in the first round. I didn't really expect any signings. I kind of expected one move. I'm not even sure who I would say I thought would be moved, but Brad Treliving's usually good for a move, and we didn't see that. But anyways, let's roll through who we drafted. In the second round, 59th overall, Tope Roney. Forward, middle six, center, finish. And I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not a huge prospects guy, so I'm not going to tell you how I think he's going to fit in our 5-year plan. We went big. Everybody that the Flames drafted was a big kid. And I think that's important. I think that's really, really important as you look at how the top end quality top 6 lines are produced. Big bodies in the corners dig a lot of pucks out and produce a lot of goals. After that second round pick, the Flames were silent until the 5th round, 155th overall. Parker Bell drafted by the Flames, another big guy. Kid that really works hard from what I've heard. Plays in the Western Hockey League. Huge ceiling on Parker. It'll be interesting to see how he produces. In the 6th round, Flames had no picks. In the 7th round, they pick a 219th overall Cade Littler out of the BCHL for the Wenatchee Wild. Son of Bliss Littler, who I actually know. Bliss Littler is from my hometown, and have watched his playing career and his coaching career, so I know the family. Cade comes from a really good family, good bloodlines. His dad was a good hockey player, very, very good, strong coach in both the North American Hockey League and BCHL. Cade is a big kid, a good 7th round pick, kind of one of those guys that the Flames are looking at having a long runway. We'll see how he produces, not just in 2 years, but how he's going to produce over a 5-year span. I like this pick. I think Cade Littler is a good quality player. I watched him play quite a few times in the BCHL this year. It'll be interesting to see how that one pans out. And I like that pick. I think that's going to be the pick of the draft here. And that's no shake on Parker Bell or Tope Roney. It's just a tough draft. We didn't have a first-round pick. The prospect pool was a little bit watered down this year, according to what the scouts are saying. And again, I'm honest. I'm not a big prospect guy, so I'm not here to tell you, which guys are going to pan out for sure and which guys aren't. The stress level this week. I tell you, my stress level is through the ceiling. As I record this, I'm sitting here wondering, what's this team going to look like 2 days from now? The Johnny Gaudreau situation, it's kind of a hostage situation. Now, I'm not shunning Johnny for that, because he earned that right. And quite honestly, the Flames held him hostage when he signed his 6-year contract in Calgary just 6 years ago. But that being said, my gut tells me if he was going to be here, he knows this team has a lot of work. And he also knows that this team can't do any of the work until his decision's made. And right now he's holding him hostage, and he's hurting the organization every day that he hasn't signed. As we come to the deadline on Tuesday night at midnight, it's a real possibility that Johnny Gaudreau walks for nothing. And from what I've heard, the Flames offering 8 at 9.5. That's as high as I would pay him. I love Johnny Gaudreau. I want Johnny Gaudreau in Calgary. When I look at a $10 million man, that's a different breed of hockey player. Johnny's not there yet. He hasn't given us the playoff success. He hasn't done those extra things. He was amazing this year. Amazing. I needed to see a little more before I opened the checkbook for a $10, or $11 million contract. I might get proven wrong on this one. But I'll bet you, I don't think there's another organization out there that gives him $10.5. I don't think there is. And I don't think this is a money thing. I think this is a Johnny Gaudreau. If he wants to stay in Calgary, he doesn't. And that's no shake on him. Like, it's his choice. He's earned this right. And if he doesn't want to play in Calgary, I respect that. And I'll still wish him well. Now, I hope he wants to play in Calgary, and I hope this deal can get done at 8 years in that $9 million range. I'll feel comfortable with that. I will. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable if it goes more. And you know what, Flames fans? As soon as we get that stress over, then we got to start worrying about the Matthew Tkachuk thing. The next 2 days and the next 2 weeks are going to be very critical in what happens with this organization over the next 5 years. Thanks for joining me on Flames Unfiltered Shorts. Check out a full episode of Flames Unfiltered this week as that drops this Thursday as we head into free agency. Joining the show this week, he's a regular. He's one of my favorites. Kyle Lewis joins the show. Looking forward to a great conversation with him. And hopefully we're bringing you good news on Johnny Gaudreau and a couple of the other unrestricted free agents that I think have been forgotten for the Flames. That it's pretty important that we sign a couple more of the guys that had some great success in Calgary. Thanks again for joining us. I'm Brad Brute from Flames Unfiltered Shorts. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Weekly Flames Hockey Talk.